Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at my customized Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Q, aka Wheeljack. Now, a few things before we do get into this figure. One, I do apologize about the winds. It is extremely windy where I live, so if it's audible, I do apologize. Second, I want to give a huge shout out to Maze Plains TF over on Twitter. I will link his YouTube channel at least down in the description below. He was able to get this Q at his local Walmart for only about $12, and well, I was able to price match that at my Walmart, and the employees were so nice and they let me do so. So yeah, I only got this guy for about 12 bucks, which I think is the reasonable price. Now, the paints that I did use on Q, I used Tamiya Flat Blue, Tamiya Chrome Silver, Tamiya Gold Leaf, and finally Tamiya Gunmetal. Now, I tried making this figure as accurate as possible to the movie, and I think I did a rather well done job. Now, I'm not the greatest customizer, so if the paint is a little weird in places, I do apologize. But yeah, I think this is a lot better look than just him in a grayish plastic. I did leave some gray bits in there, and I mostly did just dry brush the face, as I didn't want to paint over anything. I just wanted to leave some gray to help with the light. I did do silver in parts of his chest, gold, gunmetal. I did repaint over some blue. Once again, I do apologize about the wind. I did all these straps in gunmetal just to make them look a little bit more different and to stand out from the silver, and I think I did a rather nice job of doing so. I really do like the gold accents in here. For his, I guess, utility belts and stuff, I did do some gold here on the sides, a little bit of gunmetal and gold as well. For the shoulders, I painted all that in gold, all that in silver, gunmetal the line, gunmetal like these spring, more detail-y bits. Well, this is more done in silver. Added some gold there for the outside. Now the arms, I did silver, and then I painted up here in blue. Added gunmetal there to springs just to help bring out that detail, and some gold because he did have some gold on his hands in the movie. For the thighs, I just did a bit of gold here I just did a bit of gunmetal to help break up all that blue. I did majority leave it in blue because I did want some blue in robot mode. I did gold here for the knees and silver. And then the silver continues down. I painted up the shins and a gunmetal in here to where the detailings are, and the rest is in blue to help blend the figure together and to go along with the robot mode from the movie. And then I just painted his feet in silver. So yeah, and I did also paint gold for his eyebrows as well. Now the weapons were just a solid gray plastic, like on the handle here and on the peg. I did to go with gold, blue, and gunmetal, just to make the weapons look less generic and more like it was off his person. The staff I did just do in gunmetal all around, and at least on this side I did integrate some gold and blue here, just to help the color break up. I did just leave it all gunmetal on this side because, well, it didn't really make sense for me to paint both sides because he can only hold it with this because I don't want to buff up any of the paint. So yeah, staff weapon. And this can still store on his person. You can still peg this into here in the grill, like so, and you can have it coming off like that. And a little bit of gold will come through there from the back, which I think is nice. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode. If I can get his, there we go. Definitely a weird figure, to be completely honest. I picked him up because I really wanted a Q for my Studio Series figures, because I'm trying to collect at least the main Autobot and Decepticon casts. If I'm being perfectly honest, there's no way in hell this guy is worth a full deluxe class price. He's even on the short side of deluxes. He's not the smallest, but bring in Slingshot. Slingshot's a head taller than him. overall, they did do a nice job with the sculpting, but it should have been painted at least somewhat like this to begin with. At least the blue here should have already been applied, and maybe some of the silver, because after all, the only painted stuff on him was this little gold here on the crotch, this blue, this gold here for the mouth, or the mustache, and the blue for the hair. There wasn't anything else painted in robot mode. I mean, I don't understand how they just basically left this figure blank and did, oh, we'll do the mustache, the hair, the eyes, this little gold here, we'll add a little bit of blue, and we'll call it good there. We'll leave this guy a blank canvas. So now, let's get him into vehicle mode. And here we have him in his vehicle mode, and to be honest, there's not much paint in this mode that I added to it other than the robot mode paint. I did do the silver here for the little door handles. I did these, I'm assuming, fog lights down here in silver, and these in gunmetal. I completely forgot about this grill right here, which I will probably go back, do gunmetal for. And then back here, I just did the exhaust in the silver, and I guess the underside of his legs, just to help to have that as a blue. But yeah, hello. This figure, yeah. Anywho, I know this is more of a customized, but I felt as though this did warrant a custom showcase, and I did have a couple commenters on my post saying it did, so it's a custom showcase, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this custom showcase and saw my customizations. I am not the best customizer, but I do think I did improve this figure a little bit. So yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.